Hey guys, what's up? I actually kind of decided I was going to do a decent video for once in my life, and kind of proud of it in the fact I'm editing. But what I'm going to be talking about today is how fucking bad Pokemon games are, or at least in comparison to things like all Pokemon games: Red, Blue, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, the DS games, ROM hacks. Mystery Dungeon. You know what? Literally anybody but Game Freak can make a Pokemon game, and it's always going to be better. Also, guys, I'm in a different kind of format. Instead of doing recording as I'm playing a game, this is actually post-recorded. And yeah, this was so pretty much it's a preconceived train wreck. This mess is happening after I've already done it. So the first thing I want to be talking about, though, as I'm getting into this, is how Pokemon are actually set up in the games throughout. Like in the older games, you would have things like egg moves that would allow your Pokemon to have secret moves, and in the new games have things like TRs, which I think is awful, takes a lot of the fun and secrets out, a lot of breeding mechanics. You have things like Lucario learning Blaze Kick. You take a male Blaziken that knows Blaze Kick and a female Lucario, breed them in the older games, and the Riolu will come out having Blaze Kick. That being said, they can just teach it with a TR, it's garbage. Really fucking garbage. Right before you smack it with like 10 Dynamax candies and like 756 extra large fucking candies, and this thing comes level 100 immediately without ever actually being in a battle. Honestly, it's taken a lot of the fun, drive, and expectations of a Pokemon game out, just because I literally can walk on people. Like, I set up tournament teams for boring play just because I am a super optimized person. I'm just gonna do that shit for fun. Like, I just think to do it beforehand, so whenever you give me things like this, and I realize I can maximize it out, I just walk on the game indefinitely, and then people quit playing with me online because I just steamroll them by accident, like I'm not trying to intend to. Like, a lot of people won't play certain games with me anymore because I've optimized to the point to where that happens. So when you make optimization too easy, in the case of Pokemon, you just have this humongous fucking clusterfuck of what it is. The next thing I'm wanting to try to bring up in this is lack of personality. Like, what happened to that? Have you ever saw Coliseum, Genius Sonority, or XD Gale of Darkness on the GameCube? Those games were straight bangers. Pokemon looked like they knew what they were doing. Instead of trying to throw a punch halfway across the stage, I realized it comes down to Pokemon having like 2 different animations. Well, 3 maybe. One for a power-up, one for a physical attack, and one for a special attack, and they all always suck. Except like at the beginning where the little Fire Rabbit Score Bunny runs across the screen to kick the opponent. That was always good. But like any other time, no, it's absolutely a catastrophe whenever it comes to just basic fucking designs. Like, actually, I'm probably gonna throw a clip in right here of Blaziken, how he does Blaze Kick in Coliseum in comparison to this, or how Swampert uses Surf in comparison to like it hitting an opponent, how they react whenever they are KO'd instead of just falling out of the fucking void and being dropped into the abyss, waiting for the next one to come out and do the same again. So on this part, I'm going to talk about like how legends are distributed. Oh my god, it's such a train wreck. Like, the whole story builds up Zamazenta and Zama fucking Shield, or whatever his name is, to fucking go in and defeat a giant dragon with a base stat total of 1,145 using the power of friendship in the middle of a raid battle with your and Hop's rinky-dink Pokemon trying to damage this thing by like any means. And oh my god, it is so terrible. Like, that dragon will murder you. Like, there is no fight to it. Like, in the old Pokemon games, it's like, when you're about to go in on Ruby into the Cave of Origin to fight Groudon, it's like, you do not think, how am I going to defeat this thing with a power of friendship? You're going to go in there and get manhandled. But in this case, it is just take all the work out and you still get a legendary out of it. Like, no, they're just removing extra things that didn't need to be removed. It is incredibly dumb. Like, why is Game Freak doing this? Like why? Like, when I go back to it this time around, like, this is my third time playing through Sword and Shield. This is my second time playing through Sword, which I played through both, but after I got back to it, I've already beaten the DLC and had Groudon with me. I'm doing more damage than the two box cover Pokemon. Like, these mascots are terrible. This legend is terrible. It's a giant floating hand while it's in Gigantamax form. It comes back down and it's like, it looks like I'm fighting a freaking PlayStation 1 version of a Dragalge. It is terrible. Like, from the designs and concepts to everything. Like, even the box art Pokemon looks like they have the mange. Like, I don't understand why anybody on this team thought it was a good idea to make such an easy friendship mange-ridden PlayStation 1 battle be even a thing when you don't even get to help. This thing just gets beaten by the box art Pokemon. That's it. Next on this checklist is the story. They carry out the story like you need a helmet. Like, they're always saying, go here. No, it's over here. Let me show you where to go. Here's the building that we told you to go to next to the gym. Then we're going to take you over there. And then we're going to show it to you. Then we're going to zoom out. Then we're going to leave you standing in front of said building. And everybody who's seen this probably knows exactly where I'm talking about. This is literally like right outside the fire gym. It's fucking retarded. Like, they pretty much spend the time of the game trying to make you wear a fucking helmet. But it is hilarious that they are trying to conceive that people are actually that dumb. Maybe if I was still a little kid, but like as an adult, I remember my grinding spots from like when I was like 10 in Fire Red, and I still use those. And it's crazy because like now I don't gotta grind, and they're just trying to treat kids like they're morons. And it's like, what? Like, no, you're trying to show a pigeon how to play this game at this point. Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby. Those where I learned how to read. Let alone like these games just be like, here it is. Let me dangle keys in front of you for it. And like, I'm just not understanding what's going on with them anymore. Like, Game Freak has. I don't know what Game Freak's doing. Turn it over to Genius Sonority. At least they know what they're doing and have good designs. Honestly, they almost messed up their story because they were trying to make it too gritty and badass. The opening sequence is the main character blowing up the evil team's base. Like, nah, let's get some more of that instead of fighting sky polygon dragons with mange-ridden wolves that we found in the woods. Like, I don't know what's going on with these games anymore, but it's getting dumb. It's getting really dumb. Not counting like the lack of a post game with yeah, Shield Burton Swordward. Like, yeah, dude, we gotta fight weird looking Squidward out here. Like, I don't know, it feels like they're trying to make the whole thing match too much or follow the anime too much. I don't know, I don't even think the anime's that corny to like pull out Shield Burton Swordward, fucking unleash their elegant hero-ridden vengeance with mange wolves. Like, I have no concept of what the fuck they're doing. Honestly, like, bring back Spike Chunsoft, bring back Genius Sonority, bring back literally anybody else. Quit getting Game Freak out here. They're making Nintendo out, giving Nintendo out here looking dumb. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, it's getting bad. It's getting bad, y'all. Like, the best thing to do for a kid is be like, you are in fact a moron, and this is how it's gonna be. Oh, I definitely gotta bring it up, but like, why does the world act like it's still in 2D format when they have worked their ass off to give us one giant 3D area and the rest in like 2.5D? Honestly, that's what it is, but like, why does everybody still act like it? Why is people struggling to walk around like simple fucking obstacles? Like, any other game would have like had it down, like Monster Hunter has that down, and they moved back to the Switch. Like, what are you doing, Game Freak? Why is this character having problems to pass this tree? Like, I don't think I'm gonna let this stick believably hinder me. Like, if that is the case, put this shit back in 2D so it's believable on square tiles. But then again, even the Diamond and Pearl remakes aren't doing that. Like, they're pretty much putting in like 2.5D as well, but like, it's more reasonable in that format, or like anything but like the weird fucking trees in like the open area, the wild area of Sword and Shield. That was terrible. Why are you having such a hard time getting around things like that? Like, is Game Freak just belligerent? I know they're understaffed and whatnot for the projects, and they're always cut with short time because they gotta pretty much crank one out after the other, and it gets hard. But like, if that's the case, outsource. They did what before with Genius Sonority, and Genius Sonority made like killer fucking setups to Pokemon. It's like, why is this such a hard thing for them? They've been doing it forever anyway. Now they have better hardware to work with, more time, more patience. Nintendo's always going to be fun. I mean, that, like, it's the #1 media franchise. All they got to do is just literally do the shit. Like, what's going on here? But yeah, guys, like, the overall need of like lack of management from not needing to use HMs anymore, TMs not being, well, I mean, TMs are still there, but they don't get disposed of like TRs, which was just shoehorned in for whatever reason. They took out old TMs. Apparently it's not working. But yeah, like these things is just amalgamation of a bad game, bad legends, bad story, bad online play, bad Dynamax. Honestly, I don't like the Dynamax. I mean, I like the Gigantamax forms, but I don't like the battle. There's only like so many different Gigantamax Pokemon with one signature move each, but Dynamax Pokemon is like, what, like a total of like 11 or 12 moves? It's really not good. Like, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what happened. I wish they could have like really figured this shit out. It would have been really cool to actually have like badass forms of Pokemon and whatnot, beat giant kaijus. But I don't know where they were going with, like, okay, let's have 3 small Pokemon fight it, or 3 turns to murder each other. It should be like, here, take this Pokeball, stick it in this slot, and it will be your Gigantamax Pokemon. Use it as needed. Or something like that, something to that extent. Like, if you do, like, play, like, a ROM hack with it, it has a better setup for said thing. Like, right now I'm playing through Pokemon Unbound, and oh my god, it is a banger. You all gotta go check that out. It has literally everything and the best kind of option setups. Like, you just find that around, like, Poke Community, all that mess. But it's really good. I recommend it. So that brings us up to a total of, what, 5,000 gaming sins? Bad rival battles, bad legendaries, bad gameplay aspects, bad world mechanics. DLC makes you overpowered, so bad DLC. The rest of the legendaries you can get are found in one fucking cave. So that is just, I don't know, it's just way too many mess ups for one company. Like, why they gotta be like this? They're just going all to hell with it. But it is what it is. And on that note, like, I really think we should tell Nintendo, Game Freak, or Genius Seniority, I hope we get to tell them to step it up and really bring a game to us. Oh well, I'm already running out of the recording time. But yeah, like, that's like literally every problem I have with it. Everybody else has more. Actually, comment yours if you want. But like, it is what it is. The whole game's terrible, and I really don't like the music. But I'm gonna throw in like 2 clips of like the difference between Coliseum at the end, just to show you, like, people who have never seen Coliseum. Like, I want to show them that in comparison to what they're getting with Sword and Shield. I mean, they know what Sword and Shield is. I don't have to show them garbage twice to let them know it's a trash bag, right? But with that, I am going to hop off here. Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, as you will see in my outro. You guys check that out. Let me know how I done on that. It is much appreciated. Let me know what you thought about the intro too, because I really thought it was good. Like, not good be out here looking dumb because it wasn't good when I think it is. Like, don't lie to me, y'all. But it is what it is. I'm glad to have your attention for this long to hear me bitch about some bullshit that really isn't relevant to anything or really matters. But you guys have a great time. Love ya.